However, if we are too low on the arousal level down here, your body won't generate the epinephrine and the norepinephrine that will help us with our energy levels during the competition. It's imperative for the athlete to find this middle ground in through here. We can also make the argument that everyone is different. Sure, there is some validity to that. However, before any sort of competition, the athlete needs to ensure that the sympathetic nervous system is functioning. Now, with this notion of arousal over performance, again, if we are too aroused, then we can start to get some negative effects into here. I've experienced this personally when I was younger, and I used to run cross-country meets, and I never knew why this happened, and I know now. My arousal level used to be so high that over and through here, as the adrenal glands would flow, I started to get incredible amounts of lower back pain. And of course, that's where the adrenal glands are located, is on top of the kidneys, and it would seize me up. It was awful, and I never could understand why. I finally figured it out, but we never want to have an athlete that's too aroused to this point where the side effects are detrimental, and it can impede the performance significantly. So the idea of maintaining some sort of relaxation and a sense of looseness is paramount. And again, we don't want to be over here to the point where we're not sweating, that we're not increasing our core temperature. Another item that also happens as we start to increase our core temperature and we start to warm up, the rate at which our body can send the signals through the motor neurons will increase, and that is called rate coding. So I'll put another chart or diagram right in through here to give a visual representation of a motor neuron. But if we have the muscle belly right through here, and then we have the cell, then we have the neuron, we have the dendrites down through here, and then we attach into the neuromuscular junction, the signal that is sent, the ACH, has a certain rate to it. And as we increase our body's core temperature, the rate coding, the discharge rate that we can send this signal that tells the muscle to contract, that will increase. And this is paramount. It is so critical to ensure that we have warmed up enough, that way that we can improve the rate at which the signal is sent to the tissue to tell the muscle to contract. Okay, moving on. So this chart right here will demonstrate the differences between the arousal level and the differences between the motor tasks. So up here we have the gross motor tasks. Down here we have the fine motor tasks. So down here would be, if we had golf or bowling.
That makes me sick. Well, what do you care?
Up here would be basketball, football, wrestling, and there is a strong correlation between how much arousal is needed versus the actual motor task itself.